Welcome back to Keeping Up with Balls. I'm Ballhogaholic. Super Bowl 60 preview. Super Bowl LX Patriots versus Seahawks rematch. We're going to talk about it. We're going to break it down. We got a preview today. And then after all that, we're going to have a Fanatics rant because they fucked me. They fucked a lot of other people. They continue to fuck a lot of people. Hashtag in Fanatics. We'll talk about it after the preview. But let's get into the preview. I'm so excited for this game. I just can't believe that my Seattle Seahawks are in the Super Bowl. It still feels so surreal. The last video I recorded was after the Rams Seahawks game. I was telling you guys how surreal it felt that we were going to the Super Bowl. It's been a week and a half later, and it still feels I can't believe it. Like the last time I saw the Seahawks in the Super Bowl, I was in middle school. It was 2014-2015 season, so about January, February of 2015 against the Patriots. This is the rematch, and now I'm 24 years old, and I get to watch the rematch again about 12 years later. No, 11 years later. And I know some people are like, man, I've gone my whole life without seeing my team in the Super Bowl. Jaguars fans, Texans fans, Cowboys fans. I mean, I can keep going. Sorry, guys. Didn't mean to call you out, but it just feels so surreal. Everything leading up into this season to the Super Bowl, I just can't believe it. In a season where we signed Sam Darnold, I wasn't confident about Sam Darnold. I don't know how many other Seahawk fans were confident in Sam Darnold. There wasn't a lot of them. Trust me. There was some people were like, how could we let go of Geno Smith? I personally didn't want to keep Geno Smith, but I didn't know what the next step was after that. We get Sam Darnold. We draft Jalen Milroe, and I'm like, maybe Jalen Milroe's the future. You know, he was okay at Alabama. Was a good running quarterback. Could be a dual threat. Some people are like, the next Lamar Jackson. But we stick with Sam Darnold. Sam Darnold goes out there and wins 15 games. Goes out and wins 15 games. Yes, he led the NFL in turnovers, but he also had some pretty big games. I mean, against the Rams. That second time against the Rams where we were wearing these rivalry jerseys. And he goes out there, leads us to a great fourth quarter drive to take it into overtime. And then overtime when we're down a touchdown, down 7 points. We need 6. Gets us there. And then a 2-point conversion to win the game. Balls on him. Steal. Balls of steel. And then, we against the 49ers, 13-3. We go into the playoffs, 41-6 against the 49ers. And then we play the Rams, and it's like, Sam Darnold turned back into the playoff Darnold that we saw last year against the Rams with the Vikings. And no, we didn't. 3 touchdowns, 25 for 36 passing attempts, 346 passing yards. Sam Darnold went out there and balled, pretty much won us the game. And now he's in the Super Bowl. Sam Darnold's in the Super Bowl. If I asked 100 people 2 years ago, will Sam Darnold be a starter in the Super Bowl? 100 people are saying no. 100 people are saying no. There's not one person, unless there's some USC super fan, Sam Darnold super fan out there. 100 people are saying no. But we're here. We've made it. We're 4 days away. I can't believe it. Seahawks are wearing their navy jerseys. Patriots are wearing their white jerseys. And we should probably, as a Seahawks fan, I got to give my respect to the Patriots because they're in a Super Bowl. It's hard to make only 2 teams make a Super Bowl. Only 2 teams make a Super Bowl, and the Patriots made it, and they're in the AFC. It's hard to make it in the AFC when you got Patrick Mahomes, when you have Joe Burrow, when you have Josh Allen, when you have Lamar Jackson. But Drake May in his sophomore year with Mike Vrabel, first-year head coach, is in the Super Bowl. So I have to give my respects. Now that the respects are out the way, there's a lot of Patriots fans out there talking, yapping about we beat 2 top 3 defenses. We could do it again. And listen, you guys did. I'm not going to sit here and deny. You beat the Broncos defense. You beat the Texans defense. Those are 2 of the top 3 defenses. Now you got to face another one. But the thing that separates the Seattle Seahawks from the Denver Broncos, from the Houston Texans, from even the Chargers in that wild card game, it's a different offense. This is a different offense. This isn't a C.J. Stroud who hasn't really had a last good 2 years, who threw 4 picks against that team. This isn't Jarrett Stidham. This isn't a backup quarterback. Okay? This isn't Justin Herbert with an injured hand and no offensive line, no blocking whatsoever. It's the Seattle Seahawks with JSN, potential offensive player of the year. With a Kenneth Walker who had a hat trick against the 49ers in the wild card. This is against a Sam Darnold who threw 3 touchdowns, 346 yards against the Rams. Beat the best offense in the NFL. This is a different offense. And then that defense, welcome to the dark side. Nicky Manwari, Leonard Williams, DeMarcus Lawrence, Tariq Woolen, Devon Witherspoon, Ernest Jones. Do I have to keep going? It's a tough defense to play against. Drake Mays took in 5 sacks every single game this playoffs. That's tough. That defensive line is going to eat against Drake May. He had 4 fumbles against the Texans. You can't do that. You can't do that against a Seahawks defense. DeMarcus Lawrence gets that rock. He's scooping it up. He's taking it to the crib like he's done all year. Ernest Jones, you let him get out in the coverage, it's going to the crib. Tariq Woolen one-on-one, Witherspoon one-on-one, Julian Love drop back safety. It's going to be a scary sight. But they play good against good defenses, so you never know. But it's the offense that kind of sets it apart. The Seahawks offense is different than what they've played. But the Patriots are here. They've obviously have something to prove, something that they've been proving this playoffs. So they're here. This game, to me, if I had to give a prediction, I don't want to say. I'm going to say, you know what? The Seahawks, if I had to give a prediction, like score-wise, I'm going to say 31-17. 31-17. I think the offense gets it done. I actually think we get some defensive scores in there too. If a Super Bowl MVP was to be crowned on the Seahawks, I think it's going to be defense. I would love for it to be JSN. I think I've already talked about it in a video. If JSN wins Super Bowl MVP and wins Offensive Player of the Year, there's only been one other person to do that. That is Cooper Kupp, 2021. And did Joe Montana do it? I can't remember. Maybe Joe Montana did it as well. In 19. Actually, I do think in 1989, I think Joe Montana did as well. So two other people. It would put him as one of the best seasons of all time for an NFL player. Super Bowl MVP and Offensive Player of the Year. Like, come on, that'd be insane. I do think it's gonna be a defensive player. I would love it if Nicky Manwari got it. I want DeMarcus Lawrence to get it though. DeMarcus Lawrence coming from the Cowboys to the Seahawks after everybody said his career is just gonna take a downfall after his injury. He's not easy. He's getting too old. Having the season that he's having, help leading this defense into what they are now. I would love for him to get it. Even Ernest Jones, honestly. Nicky Manwari would be crazy. A rookie getting Super Bowl MVP. Has that ever happened before? I probably should have looked that up before I even started mentioning this. But yeah, it's going to be a tough game for the Patriots. But any given Sunday, bro. It's going to be perfect conditions outside. Both teams are going to be able to air it out. Both teams should be able to run the ball. Both teams should be able to open up the playbook and do what they need to do. It's exciting. It's also nerve-wracking, though. I mean, it's a Super Bowl. It's a Super Bowl. It just feels surreal. I'm in 4 days. I'll be watching, or when this video comes out tomorrow, when this comes out, it'll be Thursday. 3 days, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Super Bowl. I can't wait. I mean, what else do I gotta break down? Oh, there is I did see a stat. It was like the least amount of points allowed. An average amount of points allowed per game. The Seahawks were like 17.3 and the Patriots are like 17.1. Outrageous. Great defensive teams. This could be a great defensive battle, honestly. And I love watching defense plays. I love it. But it like I said earlier, it's just that Seahawks offense is, to me, really just what sets it apart. You got to look at the teams that the Patriots have played, and I know, the schedule, but really the schedule. Like, they beat Josh Allen, but besides that, like, you could talk about the teams that they've beaten, the good teams that they've beaten, like, or they love to talk about the Ravens, but that was Snoop Huntley. You know what I mean? And like, some people were trying to bring up the same thing with the Seahawks as well. but failed to mention we did beat the Rams twice. NFC Championship was one of them. We did beat the 49ers twice. We beat the Texans, which you could be like, Texans, whatever. CJ Stroud, they were like 2-4. We did beat the Jaguars. People love to bring up how we lost to the Bucs, but we didn't have a secondary. Like, no Julian Love, no Witherspoon. Tariq Woolen went out with a concussion while we were leading, and then we lost the game. Schedule. It's just I don't think the Patriots have played this good of a defense with a great offense. Like, the Seahawks are top 8 in passing yards per game. They're top 10 in running yards per game. Like, that's a great offense. Like, I'm not going to sit here and say it's a top 5 offense, but it damn sure is a top 10 offense. Top 10 offense and the top 3 defense. The Patriots haven't played something like that this season yet. So, it's going to be scary. But, like I said, got to give my respects to where respects are due because they're in the Super Bowl. But I think we get it done. I think we get it done comfortably. I want to be popping champagne by halftime. I want to be able to enjoy the rest of the game without having to grip on the seat, without being on the edge of the seat. Gripping the seat is crazy. That was insane to say. That was crazy. Pause. I don't want to have to worry, I don't want to have to worry. I want this to be over by the first quarter like it was against the 49ers. Shaheed, kickoff return, 4 and out, touchdown again, 17-0 by the first quarter. I want it to be over. Like against the Saints, game over in the first half, 35-0. I want it over. I want it over in the first half. And I feel like we could do it. And against the Rams, we probably would have beaten the Rams by like 18 points. Because you think about it, we're up 11. Tariq Woolen almost has that interception, then gets called for a taunting. He doesn't get called for a taunting. We get the ball back. We score a touchdown. We're up 18. You know what I mean? We're up 18, and then we're not even talking about how close of a game it was. It's, oh my God, the Seahawks defense dominated. Oh my God, Sam Darnold and this offense dominated. Like we were a taunting penalty away from that being the conversation and not what it really was. And I feel like that's a big wake-up call for the defense because the defense kind of slipped up in that game, like to where the offense had to be almost perfect to win that game. I think it's a big wake-up call, so that's why I think we win comfortably. I do think we win comfortably. Yeah, it was a great Super Bowl breakdown. Basically me just sucking off the Seahawks for the last 13 minutes, which it should be. I mean, that's what I'm here for. I'm here to suck the Seahawks off for 13 minutes. You know what I mean? If I can. I guess we'll get to the Fanatics rant, dude. So I've made a video about this on social media. So after the Rams and Seahawks game, like 10 minutes after the game, I went on, gear's already out, Super Bowl jerseys are already out. I go and pre-order, pre-order, buy, whatever. Whatever it is. I went and bought a JSN Super Bowl patch jersey, a navy one. All right, bought it 10 minutes in. Literally while I was still on stream, bought it. Got this Super Bowl shipping to where it would be here before the Super Bowl. Said it would be here like February 6th. I'm like, cool. I ordered this on the 25th. This is the same night, like 10 minutes after the game. Ordered the same night, and then I'm waiting. Dude, it's like yesterday, it's like February 1st, still not shipped. February 2nd, still not shipped. It comes yesterday, February 3rd, still not shipped. I had to contact customer support like, yo, where the fuck is my jersey at? Like, I pay this shipping and I pay to get it before the Super Bowl. Where the fuck is my jersey at? Right? I get hit back. It's not going to ship until after the Super Bowl. They said like February 9th. What? The fuck was the point of me buying the Super Bowl shipping if I'm not going to get it? They were talking about some inventory problems. How do you have fucking inventory problems on a Super Bowl jersey? You know the demand is going to be high. These are two fan bases that are die hard for their team. The Patriots and the Seahawks. Die hard. What do you mean not the right amount of inventory, right? So I refunded the jersey. I wouldn't be as upset like if I wouldn't have paid the Super Bowl shipping and I was like, I'll get the jersey when I get it. I hope it comes before the Super Bowl. If it doesn't, it doesn't. I wouldn't be upset, but no, it didn't. I paid for it to come before the Super Bowl. After the Super Bowl was outrageous. And then, so I posted that, right? Video blew up or whatever. There's obviously this huge trend of dissing and fucking talking shit about Fanatics. Like, hashtag #InFanatics. It's like going crazy right now. And there was a lot of people in the comments that are having the same issue. Their stuff hasn't shipped. Their stuff won't be here. Paying for the same shipping and whatnot. And then I saw some of the pictures of the jerseys. Those shits are actually awful. I'm not going to lie. The shits are actually terrible. The patches look disgusting. If you see like the actual Super Bowl patch on the real jerseys, the game jerseys that they're going to wear for the game, it's like a clear border. It looks stitched. It looks nice. The ones that they put on the jerseys that you pay $160 fucking dollars for, it's like a gray border. It's disgusting. There's some people that have sent me pictures where it's supposed to be like in a certain way. It's all the way to the fucking shoulder. There's someone sent a picture of them and the actual like Gillette Stadium shop or wherever they were. There was two jerseys side by side. One of them was on the shoulder. One of them was like on the chest plate. Don't know. I don't even think Fanatics knows what the fuck they're doing. They're just putting shit out. They're just putting shit out. This jersey, I think, was Fanatics, if I'm not mistaken. But, I mean, this one's, I love this one. It ain't like the old jerseys. It ain't like the old jerseys before Fanatics because I have some. It ain't the same, but this one came out pretty well. If I would have got a jersey like that and it looked like that, I would have been so pissed. I would have been so pissed. It's just horrible. Hashtag in Fanatics because, I mean, charging $160 for a fucking jersey and it's not perfect. It's not stitched. It's screen printed. It fucking looks awful. It looks like a fucking t-shirt. And then you pay for the shipping. You don't even get it before the fucking Super Bowl. Fanatics, what are we doing? What are we doing, bro? What are we doing? Hashtag in Fanatics. I had to get my rants out there, bro, because, I mean, there's probably other people that are going to hit the comment section and be like, this happened to me too, blah, blah, blah. There were some people that said they got their stuff. I don't know. I don't know how I pay and then order right after the NFC Championship game and don't get mine. See, and it was a jersey. Some people didn't even get their shirts, their hats, their hoodies. I'd be pissed. Fanatics, you better come out with some heat. If the Seahawks win the Super Bowl, you better come out with some heat because I need something, bro. I need a hoodie, a championship hoodie or something. People are telling me to start shopping on U-Jersey or DHgate. I don't think I've ever bought something like that before. I might have to though, bro. Stitched jerseys are kind of the word. I have a Vapor Marshawn Lynch jersey from like what 2013, 2012, something like that, and it's awesome. It's a great jersey. The shit that they pump out now is awful. I actually saw Sam Darnold did a press conference I think tonight, where he was just wearing a regular jersey that the fans wear, and it just fucking looks terrible. Like side by side of Drake May wearing the actual game jerseys, it's just like. It just looks fucking awful. Like, Fanatics got to do better, but who knows? They won't change. They'll just continue to charge crazy prices for cheap jerseys. Yeah. There goes my rant, and there goes my Super Bowl breakdown. I hope the Seahawks win. They're going to get it done. Go Seahawks, baby. See! Can't wait to make the video after the Super Bowl. I will make a video regardless if they win or lose. If they lose, it's not going to be a great video. You might actually have to give me a couple days. Actually, instant video would be crazy. I'll have to make an instant video for probably social media. For like a video like this, you might have to give me a couple days to calm my nerves. There'll probably be a lot of yelling, a lot of upset, maybe tears. There might be some tears. If we win, there might be some tears. But yeah, can't wait to make the video after that. Go Seahawks. Hope y'all enjoy the Super Bowl. See y'all.